Good afternoon, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination and Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. You can find the book worldwide on Amazon in both Kindle and paperback versions. You can find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. You can join us on Facebook. Today we want to talk about the murder of Mollie Tibbetts in Iowa. Mollie Tibbetts was a young girl. I should have looked up her age. She's not very old. She's quite young. She was a junior or a sophomore in college. She was attending the University of Iowa. I myself briefly attended a master's degree program at the University of Iowa. It's a very small place. And she was living in a smaller town near the University of Iowa. I don't think she was living at the same town. This man, Christian Rivera, was a farmhand. Okay, where I live, do I know anybody whose job description is farmhand? I don't know anybody by that job description. And in fact, I'm pretty old and I've never personally known anyone who earned their living as a farmhand. So it's rural. It's a very small place. Okay, so the first question I want to look at was their relationship. Okay, Mollie versus Christian. I find it very hard to believe that they didn't know each other, that they were strangers. And I also think that he was probably stalking her and that she personally knew him, and that changes things. So let's just start out by throwing a relationship spread. What was the relationship for Christian Rivera and Mollie Tibbetts? Interesting cards. Interesting cards. All right. So what is the relationship here? Let's look at Christian Rivera first. Okay, so 24-year-old. This man is only 24 years old. He confessed to chasing Mollie. Mollie was out running. Okay, she's in good shape. She was running. She's young. He confessed to chasing her, and then later he led authorities to her body, which was hidden in a cornfield. Okay, this is how rural this place is. And apparently Mollie pulled out her cell phone and said, "Get away from me." Okay, but she was too nice to call 911 and report this guy. She just hoped he would go away like a normal person. There's also a surveillance tape showing Mollie running and Rivera chasing her. Okay, and he has since confessed essentially to this crime. After he admits to assaulting her, and he says that he blacked out. After he put his hands on her and put her in the car, he blacked out and he doesn't remember anything else. So he is actually charged with first-degree murder in the death of Mollie Tibbetts. Another wrinkle is that he lives and works illegally in the United States. Okay, and so it's garnered national attention, because of the brutality of the crime, but also because of the fact that he's illegal and he's working illegally under a false identity in the United States. So what do we see here on his side? This is just their relationship. Sun, mustard seed, 3 black birds. Sun reveals all things. Mustard seed. This can be letters. 3 black birds, activity. This adds 5 Two hearts. He was two hearts as lovers. He was communicating his love to her, and she knew it. He may have, that's interesting. He may have kind of let her know that he was very interested in her and that he was two hearts in love with her. Okay, he admired her. These are not weird stalker cards. And mustard seed can be a literal note. Mustard seed can be a letter or a handwritten note. And three blackbirds can be talking and notes and just letting her know that he is in love with her. It's a small town, like 1,000 people out there in that tiny. Okay, well, my batteries just died, so it appears that he was in love with her. He was in love with her. And it appears that he let her know various ways. Okay, what's on her side? High Tower, Incubus, Succubus, cup overflowing. She may have been flattered by his sexual attention. 29, okay, 1925, 7 hearts. 7 hearts, 10 hearts. She was not discouraging him, and she was, well, she was flattered. Okay, High Tower, she's unreachable. She's not available to him. She's not available. She made it clear that she's not available to him. Okay, but she kind of enjoyed the attention. She enjoyed the sexual attention. Interesting. Very unexpected. Kind of normal, you know, among girls and boys. Pretty normal behavior. Okay, so Christian Rivera is charged with first-degree murder. First degree is premeditated murder. So I want to know, was this premeditated? Was he like, if I can't have her, no one else can. I'm going to take what I want, okay? And he planned it, and he's like, I know she, you know, because if you exercise, I exercise every day. Okay, I do the same thing every day, and once a week or so, I play sports. So I play sports every night, every week on the same night. I go for a long bike ride, generally on the same day, and I generally take the same route. So you have habits. So she's a runner. Okay, so he's in love with her. And he knows when she's going to run, and he knows where she's going to run. She probably runs the same spot at the same time every night, just like any normal person who exercises. So he knows her schedule. So was this premeditated murder? Because he's charged with first-degree premeditated murder. Was this premeditated? Let's see. Goodness gracious. Okay. Okay, so first one, we did the relationship. 2 was premeditated. All right. So is this premeditated? We have the earthquake, we have Star of Bethlehem, and we have the woman. The woman is obviously Mollie Tibbetts. A very bad ending for the woman. And Star of Bethlehem is directional and feelings. 12 and 10, 22, 29. 8 hearts, water into wine. 6 hearts. Okay, is this premeditated? 6 hearts karmic relationship is a long-term relationship. They knew each other well. Okay, he's communicating his love to her. He's actively letting her know that he's in love with her. this is interesting. So this just ended very badly for the woman, and this relationship came to a terrible end. This doesn't say premeditated, but it does say they knew each other well. Okay, 6 hearts says they knew each other well. 8 hearts, water into wine. This adds 8 hearts. Let's add this up again. 22 plus 7, 29. Yep, 8 hearts. Water into wine. Water into wine says it doesn't look premeditated. It doesn't look premeditated. It just looks like he didn't give up. He didn't give up, and he just wanted her to love him. It's kind of normal. Let's ask about stalking. Was he stalking her? Okay, was he like a stalker, or was it more like, I'm going to put it on her side because I'm running out of room here. Was he stalking her? Okay, because he knew her. Was he like stalking her? Like, yeah, was he stalking her? Stalking. 2 spades. King of hearts, that's him. 4 diamonds. 3 hearts. Interesting. We need to back this up a little bit. Okay. Okay. Stalking. All right, so was he stalking her? Broken chalice, man, cornerstone, roses. 3 hearts is very sweet. The man is very sweet on her. He's in her environment constantly. 6 and 13, okay, is 19. 19 is 5 clubs on the crossroads. Man on the crossroads is sweet on her, in her environment, but the relationship, he's not stalking her. He's trying to woo her. He knows her very well. He's trying to woo her, and she's just not having it, okay? And this is reality, okay? A man doesn't get every woman that he wants. Women are picky, and they need to be, because biblically, a woman may have one man in her life, and that's it. Hate to tell you, ladies, and it's got nothing to do with that paper from the government. Okay, that's the rule. Which is why our beloved Prince Harry cannot marry a divorced woman, Meghan Markle, because she's divorced. Okay, and that's not allowed, and that's the rule that they're supposed to be following. But anyway, I don't want to mix my readings up here. Okay, so women tend to be quite picky because that is the spiritual law in effect, and she has chosen against him. Okay, so here's so people are making this out to be, okay, he's illegal. He was living illegally in our country. He worked 4 to 7 years illegally in our country under someone else's identity. So because he's illegal, we have no idea. He could be a murderer, a bank robber, a rapist, and he comes and he lives under John Smith's identity, and John Smith, of course, has a clean identity, so we have no idea because he didn't come through the legal process. And that's the whole point of an immigration process, is you are able to see who's coming into your country, and if they have medical problems, if they have criminal problems, if they have psychological problems, none of that is done. So when the media says he has no prior criminal record, that's a straight up lie, because we just simply don't know. You can't say that because he's using someone else's identity. The identity that he's using doesn't have a criminal record, but we have no idea what his prior criminality is. We have absolutely no idea. We have just absolutely no idea, and that's the point. So it is a lie. So to say that he has no criminal record, and they do, they keep saying this, and they're lying. Okay, so will this move, okay, because it's not about, I'm not asking you about facts. Will this push the debate further towards stricter immigration enforcement, okay, and a wall, or not? Okay, so are they going to show, I'll ask it this way, are they going to show lots of love for this man who is a murderer? Or are they going to show, so I want to see love or hate or blockage cards? Is the American public, the citizens of this great country, the richest, still the richest country on this earth, that's going to change, because everything changes, are they going to show love for illegal immigrants, or are they going to push back? Is this a seminal event? Got the yes card. And the no card is hiding on the bottom. Okay. Because I think we need to ask the immigration question, because that is what is going on. That is reality. Push back or love? Let's see what the cards say. We're dealing with feelings, not facts here. Okay. So is this going to create a lot of pushback against illegal immigration, or we're going to be so tolerant we'll cut our own throats? Well, that sounds biased, doesn't it? Okay, veil, hand in hand, four-leaf clover, and yes. 10 and 7, 17, which is 5 hearts, reacting to a situation. Key seminal event, reacting to a situation. No is hiding on the bottom of the deck, which says, to me, push back. Okay, key event, they're reacting to a key event. The public, many hands, secret, okay, illegals hiding in our country. Action against illegals by the people. Key event, reacting to a key event, 5 hearts, reacting to a key event by the citizens of America. This specific taking action against illegals. So what I see in the cards here is that this is going to catalyze and mobilize the American public in somewhat further. It's going to push the people of America more against this problem of illegal immigration. Okay, obviously. That's not obvious, because people are emotional and not rational, and the discussion is emotional and not rational. And that's why I asked about the emotions, the political movements of the people here. That's why I asked it that way, because it's not rational. Okay, because has this happened other places? Yes. It brought to mind for me the 2012 rape by 2 American servicemen in Okinawa of a Japanese woman. It's 4 a.m. These 2 dudes were out drinking. There's this attractive young Japanese girl, 4 a.m. They grab her, they throw her into an alley, they rape her violently. What happened? The Japanese people went crazy. They went insane because U.S. servicemen, men who were not citizens of Japan, raped one of their Japanese women. Did anyone say, oh, that's racist, you can't, they're Americans, you can't say anything against Americans? No, no one said that. Absolutely, it's absurd. Okay, so how can you say it in this instance? This man is a murderer, It's just, the argument is completely, it's a strange argument. We live in a very strange world. We live in a very strange time right now. That's what I think. We live in a very strange time, and rationality seems to be completely out the window. So let's recap here. The first question I asked, because now we have the whole picture. The first question I asked is, what was their relationship? Okay, this man, Christian Rivera, who is charged with first-degree murder, and he led authorities to her body in a cornfield. Okay, and he admits to many things. What's their relationship? Well, he was in love with her, and he let her know. And he was telling her every way he could, and he was communicating it, and he was maybe even writing love notes. But he was really letting her know that, wow, you are a beautiful girl, Mollie Tibbetts. I really like you. And this adds 2 hearts. Love letters. Letting her know that he loves her, talking about it. He's letting her know every way he can that he loves her, that he legitimately, like, I love you. I just want to get to know you better. I love you. That's very normal. This is, up to this point, it's very normal. It's very normal. Okay, what is happening on her side? She's very flattered by this. Okay, 19, 25, 7 hearts. She is flattered by the sexual attention, but she is keeping herself away. She is out of his reach. She's like, no, dude, not you. Okay, I'm flattered, but no. Okay, and that was her reaction. That's a very typical reaction. You know, it's all harmless until somebody gets murdered and buried in a cornfield. Okay, I asked here, was this premeditated murder? Okay, I want to see premeditation. I want to see crafty, clever, devil, fox, snake. I don't see that. I don't see that. They have an existing relationship. He has an existing relationship with her, and hope and love. 7 hearts is a hope card. He really wants this girl, but he can't have her. Okay, even though he has an existing relationship with her. So it's not premeditated, it's huge disappointment. Okay, and all of this, except for the murder, is normal. Okay, this is a normal relationship until we get to the murder. This is normal interactions between men and women until we get to the murder. I'm probably going to be criticized for that. Okay, so number 3, was he stalking her? Okay, was he like this weirdo hiding in corners and sneaking around? Okay, well, man is an honest man, cornerstone, and 3 hearts, flowers. He is in her environment constantly, and he's just sweet on her, but the relationship is broken. And this adds 6 and 13, 19. 5 clubs. He's just out and about in her environment. They see each other. They're part of this small town where everybody knows each other. And he's just letting her know he's sweet on her. He really let her know that he liked her and he wanted to go out with her. And maybe his language was not fantastic, A+, perfect. And he might have had a little trouble communicating this in English. You know, and you don't need English. I've done mission work, and I did not speak the language, and I communicated very well. You don't actually need... Language is a small part of communication. So she knew that he liked her. Okay, so immigration-wise, the million-dollar question, the billion-dollar question, however much you think that wall is worth, that's how much this question is. The $10 billion wall question. Is this going to create a pushback against illegal immigration, or are the people still like, yeah, come on in and kill us? That sounds biased. Okay, I'm not taking a side here. Is this going to create a pushback against illegal immigration or not? This adds 5 hearts. Reacting to circumstances, key events, reacting to circumstances. The people are reacting to key events and circumstances, and they're going to take action against illegal immigration. Veil is something hidden. It crosses the veil. Okay, they cross the border illegally. They pierce the veil. They cross that border. So this is a good good card. So this is going to create more problems. This is going to push harder. This event is a seminal event that is going to create a larger pushback against illegal immigration and the fact that Americans don't know who's coming into their country. And the immigration process is all about who are you? Do you have a criminal record? What is your history? And are you someone who is going to positively contribute to our culture, or are you going to murder young girls and hide them in a cornfield? Okay, that's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination and Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Join us on Facebook.